Yellow for the people, and today I'll be taking a look at the Transformers Steady Series Core Class Bumblebee Movie Ravage. So here we have the figure in Jaguar mode, and the painting and sculpting on this Jaguar mode is great. So you can see how there's a lot of sculpted and detailing, mostly due to how he's from the Michael. Wait, what? No, he's not from Michael Bay. He's from the Travis Knight film Bumblebee, and honestly, it looks really good. Like, look at the sculpting. Yeah, that looks really good, and I like how the spine looks like it's segmented, which honestly, it's pretty cool. Anyways, he also has a lot of painted and detailing, as you can clearly see, for a core class. Yeah, pretty cool, to be honest. And he comes with 4 accessories. So, 2 of them are the side guns, and just bringing this one out, for example, you can see how it looks. And I'm wondering, is it Bluetooth compatible? I had the figure for a while, but I didn't really test it if it is Bluetooth compatible. So bringing in Starscream's Bluetooth, and no, it is not. Sadly, that's kind of disappointing. And they just plug onto the thighs of the figure, as you can clearly see. And he also comes with this really tiny missile pod. I advise you be careful with this one, since I did lose it a few times, but I ended up finding it again. So yeah, just be careful when dealing with that accessory. And he also comes with this piece. If you're wondering what this is, and yes, it's Bluetooth compatible. But anyways, if you're wondering what this is supposed to be, it's supposed to be an accessory that you can plug onto Soundwave's shoulder cannon to recreate his concussion blaster. And seeing as how I don't have that figure, that accessory is really useless to me. But I'll still show you what it can do. So you just plug this onto the bottom, like this. Oh frick. There you go. Found it. Like this. And I hate it. I hate this storage. It is utterly cursed, and it reminds me of Double Dealer from the G1 toy line. Anyways, moving on to more problems. Aside from that, standing him up is a pain. Like, I really have a hard time standing him up on all fours. Yeah, that's pretty much my only problem, because there's a lot of hinge joints on the figure that don't make this really fun to stand up. Anyways, let's move on to his visibility now, shall we? His head can look up that far and down that far due to his transformation. His jaws can open and close. He has a ball joint at the shoulder blade, and his arm can rotate forward that far and backwards that far. His paw, it can rotate forwards that far and backwards that far. And he has a ball joint at the thigh, and it can be difficult to do due to how this part wants to tab. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention this, but trying to get this to tab in properly is a pain. His back blades are on a hinge joint, and it can move forwards that far and backwards that far. Same with this one and this one. Anyways, oh yeah, and his tail is on a hinge joint, which means he can wag his tail. Epic. So let's move on to his size comparisons now, shall we? Here we am compared next to the Piggy Duo, as you can see right there. Here we am compared next to Battle Class Shockwave. Here we am compared next to Core Class Shockwave, another Bumblebee movie Core Class figure that I have. And here we am compared next to Siege Lionizer, just because. Also, if you stand him up, like this, and compare him next to Core Class Shockwave, or at least you stand him up like this, he's almost the same size. Honestly, pretty funny. So let's move on to his transformation now, shall we? So basically, you bring the head down, rotate the arms like that, and then you can see this very tiny port and this very tiny tab. Just tab that in there. You do the same steps on the other side. Then you just, oh yeah, I forgot. Take out the weapons and plug this one on the bottom like that. Anyways, then you just unhinge this waist from the back part, which isn't really a problem. What's the real problem is getting it in there, and the other part. So then you just bring it in like so. Then you can just bring in the you can see this port as well as this tab. Just tab that in there, do that, and then you just bring in the foot. There you go. There we have one side done. You do the same steps on the other side. There you go. Okay. And there you go. Then you just bring in the tail, hinge it like that, and then you just bring in these side guns, plug them on there, and here we have them in his box mode. I honestly don't know what this is supposed to be. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a missile, because I don't know. There was a DVD where it showed that Ravage turns into a missile. I'm guessing this is what it was supposed to be. Honestly, I'm still confused what it even is. I also think it could be a throwback to Transformers Cybertron, where Soundwave turned it into a literal stealth bomber, and Laserbeak was a bomb. Honestly, that was a really cool concept. Anyways, yeah, there you have him in his box mode, or his missile mode. And and I do know that this figure is compatible with Soundwave, but like I said earlier, I don't have that figure. I can't demonstrate that, sadly. So this mode is kind of useless to me. But hey, it's at least pretty fun to transform. Well, not entirely. Mostly due to the legs. But anyways, let's just move on to size comparisons now, shall we? Here we have for next to the Piggy Duo. Here we have for next to Battle Class Shockwave, because I forgot to transform him. Here we have for next to Core Class Shockwave, as you can see right there. And here we have for next to Siege Lionizer. At least for this figure, you can actually use it for, you can use this mode for as a weapon for any figure. Holy frick, Vertebrake's strong as frick. Anyways, so my overall final thoughts on this figure. He's pretty good. I really like the figure in general. The Jaguar mode is really good. The box mode, it's alright. I'm really not sure what this is supposed to be. And transformation is kind of okay because of how the legs are pretty finicky. So this is basically it for this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.